the executive director of the Ella Sharp Museum, Jeremy Frew. Hi, Jeremy.
Hey, Bart. Good to see you again.
Welcome back. So it's about a month under your belt.
Yeah, it's actually today's 30 days.
30 days. Happy anniversary.
3 weeks since I was here. Well, really, it was 3 weeks yesterday. Yeah, it's been a really good experience. You know, and I said this before, people love Ella, and it's really important to them. So it's been a really good experience in that, and people want great things. So it's been a really good 30 days, and I got really lucky. You know, when I started at the Paintborn exhibit, the Fall Festival, which we're going to touch on. We've had a patio party that's sold out, and we have a lot of great events. So what a great first month. The board couldn't have set me up for better success.
Yeah, really, the timing good, because this is a busy time of year at the Ella, and you mentioned the Fall Harvest Festival, which was just less than a couple weeks ago, and really a great turnout. And this went away for a couple of years, so I'm glad it came back, because you can see how popular it is.
Yeah, and for me it was personal. I was actually right in that area passing maps out. It's because my first introduction was taking my kids to these festivals at Ella, and inviting the community in, and it was fantastic. There were so many smiles, families. We made it free, which was very intentional, because we want the community just to come out and experience the museum, walk through it. And we had thousands of people go through the museums who may never have been there if it wasn't for this. They got to see the history. They got to go through the schoolhouse. They got to, what you're seeing now, the great pumpkin painting. Look at those smiles. And that's what went on all day. And it was just a wonderful event. Yeah, it went away during COVID. And this is really the first time fully back. And I will tell you, the staff, we did a debrief, and everybody's just ecstatic to do it again next year. It was a huge success. We had local artists there selling stuff. So just a variety of things for everyone. And again, a chance to show off Ella. And for me, the exciting part again was people are walking through the galleries. They weren't just outside doing the stuff, they were going through the galleries. Now, it made a challenge. That museum got a lot of leaves, it got a little different, but no, it was exciting. People got to go and have a good time at Ella and see what we're all about there.
Well, it did appear to have some freshening up, and I think that's one of the things that you mentioned last time you were here. You want to take a look at some of the traditions of the museum and see what you can do to freshen them up, put a new spin on them, and keep them exciting.
Yeah, one of the conversations I've been having with the team and the curators and archivists and stuff, the folks who are really bring what we're going to do going forward in terms of exhibits and stuff, is first point is we need to respect the past and respect those folks who always have loved them, and make sure we don't lose those ideas or what those folks loved. But just as important, we need to bring new stuff. We need new people walking those doors. We need to create access for people who maybe didn't have access to the museum. And we need to create exhibits that excite them, that are different.
And you've got some activities, events coming up over the next few weeks that might be bringing some new people interested in macrame.
yeah. We have on November 9th, we have the macrame necklace and earring set workshop. And what's exciting about this is it's a chance for folks to come in, make something, but with a local artist. And now you'll hear that theme on a lot of the events that are coming up in November and December. A lot of local artists are going to be supporting them. In this event too, you're going to come in and make earrings and a necklace set. It could be for yourself or it could be for a gift.
You might be too young for this, but when you were in college, did you have a macrame plant holder with a spider plant in it?
Yes, some people did. And actually, we have one at my house now. My wife loves that. But she also is an artist, a potter, and we have hanging pots, and they use the macrame to hold them, to have that earthy look.
Well, I guess everything comes around,
yes,
back around.
Does. Yeah.
Sharon Sunday, I know Sharon, she's a very well-known and popular local artist, and she's collaborating with you guys for a sip and paint.
Yeah, the sip and paint, that's another event we're really excited about. You get a chance, we're going to have recyclable wine bottles, and you can come in and paint on them. You can have a glass of wine while you're there, and get a chance, and that's coming up too as well. November 10th is the date on that. Again, a chance to come in and create art, but also take something home, and that's really important to us. And again, another local artist.
Well, you guys have teachings, but you have classrooms at the
Yeah, we have a number of classrooms, and that's something too. I will tell you, there's been real excitement. We're going to get back into offering ceramics. We've had initial conversations with a couple of guild members last week, and I actually have a meeting this week to start working that for the first of the year. We really want to get back into offering some educational program for the community.
All right. We've got something, I think this is new, a murder mystery.
Yeah, November 2nd.
Oh.
I mean, November 4th, right around the corner. Yeah, a murder masquerade dinner. It's going to be very interactive. You get a chance to come have a nice dinner, dress up, and then there will be a murder mystery happening, and all the participants will be part of the mystery, and you can figure it out. Yeah, we're really excited. This has been getting a lot of good response, and it's right around the corner. So if you're interested, you need to get on the website or make a call in the museum and get a reservation ASAP.
Now, I've been to one of these murder mysteries before, and I know there's a couple different versions. There's one where the audience, someone in the audience, one of the guests is the murderer, but then there's others where it's all scripted and you just watch.
Oh no, the guests will be participating.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you if the guests are one of the murderers, but no, this is fully interactive. People are supposed to dress up, come dressed up like a ball. We're really excited. We haven't done this before, but the team has worked very hard. And again, we're getting really good response because people want to get out of the house and do some fun stuff. And right before the holidays, this is a great opportunity.
The one, I think it's just one I've been to, and it was a place, we were out of town, so we knew no one else. So it was like it was a horrible thing, because in order to participate fully, it helps to know who these people are, but we were complete strangers. Luckily, they didn't assign us the role of murderer.
I did one on a murder mystery train before, very similar situation, but you're right. It helps if you come with a group of people because it's really about laughs and interacting. This is not one where you're just going to sit back. You got to be ready to participate and laugh and have a good time.
All right, so the holidays are fast approaching. I hate to say that. Really, let's get through Halloween first. But we got to preview what's going on during the holidays at the Ella.
Yeah, this has been a popular event we've done in the past. It's the holiday market at Ella Sharp. Again, we're inviting local artists to come in. So then again, we're celebrating our community. Come in and set up some booths inside and then sell their merchandise. So if you want to do some unique gift shopping, if you want to do something where someone's going to get something, open that present, and make it very personal, this is a place to come. And again, it's a chance to celebrate our local artists at the museum, you'll be able to walk through the galleries as well, but that day is a day to come and purchase some local art and give some really nice gifts.
The Ella's done a number of things over the years for the holidays. One year, I think maybe they did this more than 1 year, they had a holiday walk through Hillside as if it was back in the day when Ella was alive, and I had a part. I was one of the actors that explained, I can't remember what I was. I think I was a woodcutter or something. No, maybe that was 4th grade. But either way, I had a part, and they told me, here are the things you could say, because they didn't want me to be historically inaccurate. Well, I forgot everything, so I made it all up.
So are you really asking us to do this again for us or for you to get
both,
a redo?
Both,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, as long as I understand that. I actually love that idea. I will tell you, some of the response I've been getting is the community really wants more historical things. There is a love and passion for that, especially in this community. And you and I have talked, people love Jackson history. And I really think that's something that, again, looking at what we've done in the past, we got to really start celebrating that more. And I like the idea of the history walk. That's a great idea.
Yeah, and I think it really does pay tribute to Ella, that we do focus on what her life was like at the time when she was alive and was the First Lady of Jackson.
Yeah, and I will tell you, this is a true story. Last week I was meeting with one of our longtime volunteers, and I've been asking, going around, what do you love about Ella? Why are you doing this? And first he says, I love Ella. I love the woman. I love everything she stood for. And it's just validating your point. She's a special lady. We need to celebrate that history.
And it really is, it's an amazing story. Her story, how she, and the tragedies she and her family went through. People, the health was fragile, and death was common among the young. And she endured a lot and a lot of sacrifice so that she could give. She didn't have kids, but she gave everything she had to the community. So
yeah, and people need to know that. I don't think
Yeah.
everyone does that story.
yeah. Now, since you've been at the museum, have you had a chance to do some exploring? Have you been down in the collections basement?
Yes, Harrison gave me a personal tour of that, and I was actually talking to a friend just recently. I said, "You have no idea what's down in these basements of the collections. I mean, the whole sit pack collections down there. There's dresses. It's unbelievable. It's beautiful. I would tell anybody, if you get to the museum, grab me. If you want to go down there, and I can get Harrison, we'll take you down there. It's fascinating. I don't think people understand how much work goes into collections. You know, we meet with a committee, and we decide what we take in, and it's great because we get to celebrate Jackson's history and the region's history, and it's at Ellis Sharp.
Yeah.
We are the hub for that.
That's a great idea because I have had the opportunity to go in the basement, but at the time I remember, well, this is top secret, but it shouldn't be. I mean,
Yeah, and I'm probably going to get in trouble when I get back to the museum today. No, but I think as long as it's controlled and it works, I'm not going to tell someone no. The attitude that we've been taking is the museum is the communities. I have a meeting room out the front door. If you get there and it's open, come on in. It's the communities. Now, look, yeah, you got to have a special person with you going through the collections. It's not open to the public. But if you come in, you really have a good reason, I will make that work, I promise.
Is there anything that you were surprised that the Ella had? Have you discovered anything that you didn't know since you've taken over?
You know, that's a good point. I knew this, but not as in front of my face. There is something for everyone. There's something for young kids, for teenagers, adults, for people who've been in the community longer. Ellis serves a lot of purposes. And I mean, we have events. We've had multiple weddings the last couple weekends. We have all the events we talked to you about. We have one that's up on the screen now. We have cookies for kids and Santa.
Oh yeah, cookies for kids.
Yeah, so I mean, I knew there was stuff, but the amount we do for everyone was caught off guard. So I just think people need to come see. There's something for everyone, and it's very affordable, and access is a huge deal. And for the amount of money things cost, you get to do a lot at Ella.
Yeah, so these things all are on the website. You can sign up now, but you know, don't wait because they might fill up. And that's one thing you have had, and I think that's a good problem to have, being sold out for some of the events.
Yeah, I mean, again, I started a good time. The first patio party, I was there the first Thursday, but the paint porn reception sold out, and that was a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, you talk about a local legend. You know, grew up at St. Mary's, then came in. So his exhibit's amazing. It's on through January. Folks need to come out and see that. They need to come see it.
All right, we have one more workshop, the Macrame Holiday Ornament Workshop, and that is December 6th.
Yeah, again, another local artist is going to come out and you get a chance to make an ornament and put it on your tree. It's a great event. Again, these events, what we're trying to do is give you a chance to experience art, but also take something home. So it's just as much about the time you're there going through it as the end result.
There is something from this building that is in the collections at Ellis Sharp Museum that we donated. When this was Townley Studio, the portrait photography studio had a history going back to 1961. But before that, this building had a photographer on the third floor back in the late 1890s. And that camera that was used by that photographer was handed down and ended up being part of Townley Studio. Big, huge, you know, Matthew Brady kind of thing. And so that was donated. And it has been on display in the past at the Ella, but it's down there somewhere.
Well, I mean, there's TVs. Again, I don't think people understand. I almost think we need to more formalize this idea of this tour because I just think people will be blown away.
It's amazing. It really is. If you love history, and particularly local history, that's where it is. Well, we'll look forward to all these fun things coming up, and thanks for coming in today.
Hey, Bart, thank you so much.
You bet. Executive Director of the Ellis Sharp Museum, Jeremy Frew. Up next, our